as Dash of Dave. He'll take some scraps and bits of this, turn them into something you can't miss. Junk journals, tapes, and crafts galore. He'll have you begging, show me more. Oh, Dash of Dave, oh, what a sight. Mixing colors, day and night.
Hi everyone, it's Dash of Dave here, and I am back for another crafty video. So if you remember this little beauty that we made, and I said I was going to add it to finish it Friday, well, we're going to make a tag to go in it. Well, probably going to make two, to be fair, and we will get it done. So let's make a tag for it. So first of all, what we need to do is measure it, because I do not know how big I need. That's not long enough tape measure, thing, ruler, whatever it is. So that's going to go in there, and we're going to see how far down we want it to go, to about there, which is not easy to read. Is that 7 inches? See, yeah, so if we go for about 7 inches long by, we need to leave enough clearance. So I think as long as we make it wider than the window, we'll be all right. So let's do 3.5. So 7 inches by 3.5 inches. So we're going to use some craft card to make this with. So we'll do the 7 bit first. I've got a bit of an idea. What did I just say? Did I say 3.5? Did I say 3.5? I did. See, memory of a goldfish. Does that look right? Does that look right? Is that going to go in there? Let's just make sure it goes in before we start getting all like fussy and fancy with it. Yeah, it goes in. Fine. We'll put a tab on the top so that it stands out. So we'll add a tab rather than cut one in like they were cut in. So I will add a tab because I've got some lovely tabs that I was sent by the lovely Tracy. And I've got an idea to use one of my digital kits. So I found these I print my samples from when I printed them, and these are a few years old now, these particular ones, but I've got a mind to use one of these, and I would like something to be peeking out through the window. So remember, it's double-sided, so we need to have something peeking out both sides of the window. So let's have a look and see. So this is ensemble, and we have a few. So the pictures, the photos, for those people that didn't see me launch these or talk about these or use them at the time, are relatives of mine. So in fact, that is my grandma and my mum. So that might be a nice background. I might keep that one out. Although I do quite like that. I mean, I like them all because I made them, obviously. If it gets noisy, it's because somebody's motoring up and down. I might use that. Actually, yes, I might use that one, not that one. This is my mum and dad. So maybe them peeking out of the window on one side. Oh yes, I quite like that. So them. So then let's see if we've got something, maybe something different then. So something from one of the other kits. So that's ensemble. Let's pop you on the floor. This is elementary. So again, this has got photos of my family in. Again, we might use something like that in the background. That one. So these were going for that kind of TH look. They are my great grandparents on my maternal side. Let's see if there is. That's me and Brian. You know, you could have them kind of pointing at you through the window. But no, I'm reluctant to use myself on it. Let's just see. So no, okay, so I'll use that as the background, and then I think that I wanted a bird, and I think this is the kit for me, which is opulence, and then this is the one with the birds in, and I think I saw, well, I think I remember one. Oh no, I won't look at the front because I'm sure I'll find it here. Maybe him? No, a bit. He's massive and a bit terrifying seeing that through the window. Let me see. Oh, maybe that. Oh, I quite like that. Maybe that. Let's take that one out for the time being. No. No. Okay, yes, that's what we're going to do. So we are going to use these to make the innards for this. And then obviously we'll use something else for the outside pocket. So I want to have, I think I'm going to have, let's just stick this down as a background for now. I mean, you can always add other bits to it, the background. I think I'm going to have it like that. Yeah, so let's just stick this down as this, as it is, even, Dave. How do I want to go about this? I don't know. It's a quiz. No, it's not a quiz, Dave. I don't know. I don't know where it came from. I will try and send it back, but should we try? Oh, that's crazy. Let's try. Whoa! Collage medium. That's grit paste. Let's try collage medium to. Does this stick? I don't know. I've never used it. I'm trying not to use my Xyron because I don't have much of it left. Sorry, folks. Don't want to waste it. Okay, right. Remember to wash your brush, Dave. In fact, you need to be prepared enough to wash your brush, Dave. So let's take these bits out to here. Right, let's have that and some water. I have water here because I am trying to stay hydrated. I'll pop some of that in there, and then you can wash your brush out, because otherwise we'll end up with another brush that we have to say goodbye to. I don't know whether other people are like that, but I'm terrible at remembering to wash my brush. Right, okay, what am I going to do? Let's do it on some. I do have a glue book somewhere. Over here somewhere. Yep, I've got a glue book. Yeah, I'll use this. So, let's just put some. I think it's not just. It doesn't just give a shiny effect. I'm sure it's the glue as well. We'll find out, won't we? We'll have to cut another piece of cardboard if it doesn't stick. I've obviously used that for something pink, and then not washed it. Which surprises you, doesn't it? So, I wanted something that will not wrinkle the paper, and I think I remember using this for that purpose. Let's pop that there. I'll wash the brush in a minute because I haven't finished with it. I know you're all thinking he's not going to wash that brush. You could be right. Let's do it that way. We know it needs to be that corner that we're sticking it to. Like that. Cool. Okay, so that's that. And then we'll cut that bit off. Use a scalpel blade. Cut that off there. So yeah, these are, like I say, old digital kits. I've got like 70 odd digital kits. These are the ones that are only available on my Etsy. I do have some Ko-fi kits and things. I will try and use some more. my kids. I've just wiped that collage medium across my nose. Not just my nose, but my moustache as well. Nice. It's going to be sticky. It's all matted to me. Right, let's put that on there. It seems to have stuck it, so hopefully it'll stay stuck. I mean, I don't use it as glue normally because it's expensive stuff. You know, my name is not TH, so I don't have his money. Wouldn't we all like to have his money? I don't. I mean, like, I don't know what his net worth is, but like, I can't imagine it's £2.50 like mine. So, which is about what, $4.80. It's my net worth. It made me laugh. I've got gluey fingers now. What am I going to do with them? Wipe them on something, Dave? Not your trousers. It's alright. It's a cloth. I just want to prove to you it's a cloth, because, like, just in case you tell me off, it's a cloth when you tell me off. So we're going to have this on this corner. Oh, is it drying? It's drying already. Oh, blimey, Dave. Stop less talking, more action. Oh, blimey, it is drying. Right, okay. I'll have to go in with another good old pasty of it. Stop talking, Dave, and get on with it. It's because you were procrastinating trying to find the page. You should have got the page ready first. So, not procrastinating, but like dilly-dallying. Don't dilly-dally on the way. Off went the cart with my own packed in it. I walked behind with my old cock in it. I dilled and dallied, dallied and dilled. Lost my way and don't know where to roam. Where is it there? Yes, that's an old tune. But it's one that my grandma used to love. She used to love singing all of the old tunes to me when I were a little baby. Not even a little baby, but like a young boy, because I was 11 when she passed away. So I loved going to grandma's. I think most kids love going to grandma's, don't they? You know, grandmas are there to spoil you rotten. Did I put that on the wrong way up? I don't know, but oh no, it's that way up, isn't it, Dave? No, it's not the wrong way up, Dave. There you go. Maybe I should cover it over in a... No, Dave, don't cover it over in more of this, because you're not made of money. So, let's wash that in there. Well, that's not working, is it? Not going to get it off, the thing's not deep enough. Let's use that. And then wipe that off in there. And try not to drink it. At least my tea isn't next to it. So, right, let's give that chance to dry while we think about this. So, we want to get that into... Let's close that up. I want to get that into the window area. Throw that on the floor. Sorry, I've got very sticky fingers now. Just rub them together a bit. Get rid of some of the sticky. Okay, so we want to put... So, who's going on what page? I think Mum and Dad should go on... oh, no, maybe they go better on there. And then they really they're high contrast against them. I think maybe I should... Shall I fussy cut them out? Yeah, I think I might do that. So I think I'm going to fussy cut them. So I realise that I'm going to be fussy cutting in a very bodgy sort of manner, because I'm not going to use I'm not going to use a little pair of scissors. I'm going to use a pair of big scissors. I find that I am quite okay using a bigger pair of scissors when I'm fussy cutting. I might leave some of the tree in the background. I will cut it anyway, and then you can always cut it off if I choose not to. So I will keep the pansies because I might use those in another way. I will definitely keep that leaf in. I'll leaf it in. I'll leaf it in. Oh, shut up, Dave. It's not conducive to trying to cut a fussy cut when you're giggling about your own jokes. More to the point, Dave, it's not even somebody else's joke. So, you know, come on. Yeah. So oh dear. I'll cut round his tail because, like, that would be an unfortunate thing to chop his tail off. No, it'd be a flightless bird without his tail. I've got Tale as Old as Time going on in my head now. I can't remember what's that from. Tale as it's a Disney thing. I'm sure it might not be a Disney. It's definitely. I'm definitely sure. Clearly I'm not because I haven't committed myself to anything yet. Have I? I'm sure it's an animation. Tale as Old as Time. Is it from Beauty and the Beast? I can hear. Is it Angela Lansbury singing it? So I don't know the words, so I'm not singing it to you. That's the reason why I'm not going to go there. I can hear the melody in my head. Well, such as my head is able to recall a melody, it might not be a melody. It might just be a drum kit falling down the stairs, which is basically the way I sing. Sing a song, make it simple to last your whole life. It's alright, don't worry, there are no cats being hurt, it's just me singing. So that song is perfect for me. Don't worry that it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Just sing. The thing is, I don't worry about other people being able to hear me. But you guys probably do. Like, oh, shut up, Dave. So, right, like I say, this is not the way that most people fussy cut. I know you'd be using some nice, delicate little scissors and stuff, but I'm not a big fussy cutter. But when I do fussy cut, I actually quite like using a pair of larger scissors. I think I get better control. You may beg to differ. Right, I am definitely cutting around this leaf. I don't think that this is going to be... There's not going to be enough clearance for this leaf, so I don't know why I'm even bothering. Shall I just chop that off? Let's see where... So where are you going to have to be in order to be in there? So let's say that the top of it is going to be level with the top. So we have about this much sticking out from the top of the window. Yeah, you're not going to get that leaf in there, so let's cut the leaf off. We might leave the branch bit in, and maybe a suggestion of a leaf above them, but like I say, it's not going to be... I won't even bother cutting that properly. I'll just cut round the top because I think that's just going to get cut out. And then I'll cut round here. Oh no, don't cut the bird's head off. That's not a good idea, Dave. That defeats the whole object. Purpose. Object? Could have been object, I guess. Objective. That's the word, not object. You know what I meant. You know what you meant. What I meant. Well, maybe you didn't, to be fair. You know, if I haven't got a clue what's going on, you probably don't. So, I've still got Tale as Old as Time going on in my head, but like I say, I don't know the words, so I can't sing it to you. also mixed in there with sing a song, make it shh, don't sing it again, Dave. Oh dear, sorry for bending your beak. Oh dear, that's not a good. I mean, he's got his nose and he can't speak now. It's very nasal now, isn't he? I don't know how on earth he's going to be singing with a bent beak like that. I haven't just cut his legs off, have I? No, I haven't. That's all right. Okay, now it's getting all a bit like there's too much bits of paper in the way. Oh, hang on, what's going on here? I've just bent the leaf. Okay. Oh no, it's got a... If I don't cut that there, it's got a halo around it. I can't see what I'm doing. Right, let's cut this bit off. Let's go around here and then I'll come back into that bit. Just can't see what I'm doing. Tale as old as time, something rhyme. Yeah, it is Angela Lansbury. I can hear singing in my head, so I hope it is her that sings it, or I've just kind of given her a new. Is she still alive, Angela Lansbury? Is she? I don't know. I think so. I don't know. I don't know. So don't stop saying stuff, Dave, because you don't know. Don't say things out loud if you don't know facts. There's a lot of things I don't know facts about, so but it doesn't stop me from talking about them, does it? So answers in the comments. Is Angela Lansbury still alive? And has she heard me singing? And and is it her that sings that song? Or have I just kind of created, overlaid her vocals onto a song that somebody else sang? I used to love watching, what's her name, not Angela Lansbury, what's the one that she was famously in? Murder, She Wrote. I used to love that. Yeah, so anyway, moving on, because I don't know much about it, so... I don't know much, but I know I love you. That's another song in my head now. There's so many songs. I was saying to Corey about the fact that, like, people just talk to me and they say things and it's a lyric or even just a word from a song, so which, you know, as you can imagine, there's like a big scope there, because like there are lots of words in songs and there are lots of words that people say, and the chance of the two correlating are quite vast. So I tend to find myself singing things that people say, and then I've got this whole thing, or even somebody just saying a band's name, so and a song comes to mind. So I was saying to her about somebody at work mentioned Level 42, like I think we were talking about Pokemon, to be fair, and they said that they were on Level 42, and then instantly I could hear, there's something about you, baby, so right, I couldn't live without you, baby, tonight. You're going to be a bit high up if I put you there, aren't you? Where do you have to go? Right, okay, you're going to have to bear with me, folks, while I just try and work this out. So, if that's going to go there, will I be able to see him? If he goes there, he's going to be I think it's going to be a bit high up. Yeah, it's going to have to come a bit further down. Oh no, but I don't want. I want both in there, don't I? Oh, she looks dead cute. I'm saying she. I mean, like, it could be a he. I don't know. I don't know who's the he and who's the she. I'm just... So, I think... I don't know. I can't... I think... I don't know. That's what I think. Oh, no. I want him... Like... Oh, like that. That's how I want him. Right, okay. So, what am I going to do? Shall I... I think I'm just going to stick this down, and I think I'm going to have like maybe a panel to write in. I think I'm just going to stick this. Is that am I going mad? Is that right? Am I going mad? don't answer that. And if I put that in there, is that going to go? I think that's going to be in the right place, you know, folks. I'm just going to stick that, and I know that I would normally ink the edges, but I don't know whether I dare. If I ink the edges, will I get this back in the right place? Or do I kind of hold it in the right place? So, maybe this is what I need to do. Maybe I need to clamp it in the right place, lift him up enough to be able to ink him, but not so that he goes anywhere. And then I think we'll have a darker edge, so we'll go for a bit of espresso. Just to get rid of that white, really, but also give him a bit of a darker line so he kind of sticks out a bit more from the background, because I realise it's a lot of colour. A lot of colour going on in the background, and yeah, I think we need a bit of a darker line just to kind of make him pop a bit. Oh, we don't want to make him pop. Don't want that getting out, that I go around making birds pop. It's no good for us, for my street cred, especially as I work for an environmental charity. That would be terrible. But yeah. You see, making myself laugh again. I was making myself laugh. I don't know if I'm making anybody else laugh, but hey, you know, as long as I'm not hurting anybody, who cares? So that leaf, I was convinced that leaf was not going to make the cut, but I think it is. You know, at least the bottom of it. I'll leave it there though. Yeah, you see, I should have made that a bit more leaf shapey. So maybe now's the time to kind of just get a bit more of a... I mean, like, you know, I'm just cutting in. This isn't actually following the outline. This is just me cutting in to give it a bit more of a leaf shape. I mean, that's the good thing about leaves, isn't it? Really, you can give it, you can reshape them, and they don't care, because they have no soul and they have no feelings. It's a good job, really. I don't know what I'm talking about. Please ignore me. Please just, you know, just pretend that I'm just this annoyance, or just pretend I'm just this annoyance. I mean, like, you know, you don't have to pretend very much, do you? So okay, right. So there's a bit of paper behind, so let's get rid of that. Okay, right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this down at the top, and then I will lift it and do the reverse thing. In fact, I'm just going to cut that bit out there. You're not going to see that bit, but that leaf didn't want to have a bit, you know, a tiny bit of that V in there. Right, shut up, Dave. Go on with it. Right, glue. Let's use this. So I think we'll stick the birds down because they are the leading members of the cast, the main players, the main protagonist. That's the word, isn't it? A protagonist. So they're the ones we have to kind of get right. So we'll stick them down first, like that. Oh, I didn't actually put glue on that, so I won't stick that down. down now. That's got glue on. So obviously anything that hangs over the edge, I will of course trim off. I will put the glue on the back of here now, because this is the next bit that we're going to glue down. Oh, now's not the time to lose the leaf. Oh, cool. That really does pop, doesn't it? And like that bird really does pop. Please don't, like, my neighbours are like, what the heck? What's he doing now? He's popping birds? What the? I thought he worked for an environmental charity. That doesn't sound like him. I mean, it is an environmental charity and not a, you know, an animal charity. So, in my defence, I don't know whether that excuses anything really. So, oh, that is beautiful. Am I being a bit big-headed if I say that's beautiful? I'm probably a bit right. Who cares? Right, we'll cut this bit off. Get that bit off the end. Oh, Dave, you just butchered that. It's because you didn't use something to cut up next to it. But, like, again, you're going to do exactly the same thing because you didn't learn. Can you feel the tension in that cutting? Okay, so they're the bits that I've cut off. Yeah, don't need any of them bits. So let's get rid of them before we get into a mess. Put them over here. And then we'll cut this bit off. On there. Oh, I really love that. Oh my gosh, is that really bad? Is that really bad? Am I like being terribly not very modest? Terribly not very modest. That's not how you string it together, Dave. Terribly not very modest. I've got bits stuck to you all over the place now. Right, I had a dream, a song to sing. I don't really want to cover it up. I was thinking of having like just a panel of like journal spot like that, but equally I could have something like that. Do I want to cover it up though? I don't really want to cover it up. Is that really bad? That's terrible, isn't it? Am I being too precious about it? I think, so these are the bits some more bits that Tracy sent me. I think if we just go for maybe a small label. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. Yeah, now on his neck was second drum. So maybe if we have, do we want half? That's not going to fit on, but I was thinking if we just have it so that it kind of just sticks out. So in that case, then I could have any size. In fact, I could do that. That would fit on there, or I have it so that it does that. I think I'm going to do it so it does that. Yeah, let's do that. So, I need a brain. I don't know what do I need? Stamping block. That's what I need. Stamping block. Where are the stamping blocks, Dave? You have not been putting them back. That's the problem. Hold that thought, people, while I just tell myself off. Right, you've got one here that's going to cause me shame because you'll say, those are the numbers that you used in the last video, and I thought you'd have tidied up and did it. No, I didn't. I just didn't. I can't think where all of my stamping blocks are. Oh well. Let's try and get that kind of a bit straight, because I know that that line is not straight currently. Is that line okay? It's all right. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so what colour do we want to use? Shall we go for a gopher? No, we don't want a gopher. Do we go for red? Because we've got. It's not the same red though, is it? Let's have a look. Let's just stamp it with these on a bit of scrap paper. No, Dave, you have to take the lid off. Let's do that. Does that kind of go? It goes with this bit, but that's the bit we're going to cover up, so maybe not that one. Could do with more of a claret colour. So if we're not doing that, what are we going to do? A green? Is that 2 green? Or 3 green? We're going to wipe that. Again, that thing that I just wiped my hands on. I should wipe that on. No, Dave. I think that one. Don't put the lid back on it. So, I think if I do that, commit. I mean, like, I know that this might not be in the middle of this, and it's not going to border this properly. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it off. So I'm going to cut this edge off, leave a little bit of a white, not a white, a creamy coloured border. And then we've got a nice little Denison label that we can stick on there as a little journal space. Okay, so we'll pop that on there and we'll just have that so it's just hanging off. Do we have it so that it's just underneath there? Yeah, that looks like it's kind of meant to be then. Let's just peel that up a bit. Yep, that's exactly what we're going to do. Right, okay, I'm just going to ink the edge a little. There we go. And then I'm going to glue this down, and then that side is done, I think. Don't think I'm going to put any more on this side. I don't want to cover it up, that's why. I just like it the way it is. Just the way you are. Do-do-dum, do-do. Don't go changing, trying to please me. You never let me down before. Oh, I absolutely blooming love that. I love it so much. Right, let's just ink this because I can see a very clear white edge to it, and I'm not happy about that. You know me, I'm not happy about seeing the inner core. Oh yes, that is fabulous. Okay, so now it's moment. Oh, hang on. Let's just make sure you can see it. This is where it all could go wrong, isn't it? I'm reluctant to push it all the way down, but oh yeah, you can see them through the window. That's fine. If you can't see them through the week, you'll see them through the window. Okay, so that's fine. That's all. I think it might just need a bit, that top edge just needs to be cut off because there's a bit of separation going on with the layers, and we then also need to put on, and I think I might just take the bottom edge off as well because that's also got a bit of separation going on. And then what we will do is we will ink that edge there. Look, you guys have to keep an eye on where I put this because I keep losing it. I will put a tab on it now, I think. So I think we're going to use these ones today. One of these. this or maybe that. Maybe this. Let's use this one. So should we use that? So that's going to go, and we want it to be in a... Which side do we have in that? We're going to have them through the yellow bit. Yeah, let's do that that way. So we want to have that so that this tab is kind of over here. Oh no, actually we don't want that shape. I'd like one to kind of be a bit similar to that shape. I think it's them. And we will have, oh, let's just have these. Maybe one of them. Yeah, that's fine. We will have that there. It will stick up a little bit. Doesn't stick all the way up. Am I happy with that? Do I want it to stick all the way up? Or am I happy? I don't know. I'm still deciding. I'm undecided. Or do we just go with what I said in the first place? So if I stick that one on, how far up does that stick? That one. That's what we want. Okay. Lids. Okay. So we'll have this. We will put a number on this. And I do have... Oh, there's a number on there. Take that off. Let's give this a... We'll give it a green number. Put this number on that. Right, let's open it out because then it'll be easier to do. And I don't care that the number is too long for the thing. That's fine. That's perfect. We will ink around the edge as well. And yeah, I know it's coming off there, but we do not mind these things. Maybe we will have a different colour. Oh yeah, let's do that in a minute when I know what colour we're going to have. Let's put that on here. Oh, I love it. Oh, well, that's got a bit dirty, but never mind, it's fine. I really love it. Is that the right way around? It is indeed. Right, okay, Dave. Get it in the right sort of place. It's going to go. So you want it as far over there as possible. Ah, yes. Right, okay, this side we're going to have Mr. and Mrs. Flynn. Because that's my mama and my papa. My mamas and my papas. Well, I don't know why I've done that because I can't actually see anything. I can't. No, I was going to do that and then draw around the hole, but I can't do that either. So let's cut this out as though it is a photograph. So I might just keep the flowers ornament. So again, I think what I'm going to do is fussy cut this. So it might be a sped up fussy cutting. So you don't need to see me fussy cutting too many times, do you? You don't want to get too excited by my fussy cutting abilities. Yeah, so it's kind of a see you back here in a minute. Oh my gosh, I have just found the perfect spot for that as well. So I will do the same thing as I did before, and I'll just clamp it in the right place. And then no point in inking that bit because I'm going to cut that bit off. I'm just going to ink around that edge just so that you can't see the white edge of the paper. And I'm going to leave this bottom bit on as well because that's like a little mini journaling spot. And that means then I don't need to do another tag. Not that I'm not saying that I don't like the tag thing on the other side. I love it, but it just means I don't have to do it because I've got somewhere here. So, right, I think this time I'm going to glue from the bottom. And then stick this bottom bit down. I love this kit. Well, I love all of the other work that I do. I know, does that sound really... I'm not a big head. I am quite humble. But I do think that this is a beautiful kit, especially if you like this kind of like the junk journaling thing that we all seem to like, because that's what we do, the junk journal stuff. And it does have that paper stash feel about it. You know, whilst I am not trying to copycat anybody, I do like that look, and let's face it, he stopped making it, so oh yes, it might need something here, I think. Let's just cut this bit off though. Don't cut any of the board off, Dave. There we go. And this bit down here. Cool. Yep, that's... Oh, hang on, that's not come off. There we go. Get rid of that. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this week's work. So we've got that, and then this side. Ooh, what should we have there? Don't want anything too two-dimensional. No, too dimensional, but I don't mean as in too flat. I mean as in I don't want anything too three-dimensional. Too three-dimensional. 1, 2, 3. 3 what? Shut up, Dave. Don't I want any of this? Maybe a little pansy in the corner. Do I want a pansy on the corner? Do you know what? I think I'm going to cut that out and I'll see. So, just going to go around there, and then I know this has got a flat edge, but I'm going to take advantage of that flat edge to be able to put against the flat edge, really. Basically, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to roughly cut this out, because remember, I am not a big fussy cutter, and I will cut it how I want to cut it. And you will like it. No, I'm not. If you don't like it, then that's fine. You do your own fussy cutting. But unless you're going to come round here and do mine, don't tell me how. So I will see. Look how roughly cut that is, but hey, it still looks like a pansy at the end of the day, doesn't it? There we go, and we will pop that there. I think that's perfect. A perfect placement of a pansy. And if you can say that 3 times fast, then you can tell me whatever you like. You can tell me how rubbish it is. Okay, glue this down. And then, oh, nearly dropped all glue all over it. Be careful, Dave. And then we just need to pick a colour for the number that we're going to have on the tab on this piece. See, I'm not even going to bother putting any extra things. Not even a Tim Holtz thing. I know, tell me about it. I don't believe it. Can I resist? Can I resist without the need to put a Tim Holtz label on it? I don't know. I might start getting the jitters. In fact, I might use this tab. Right, okay, what colour? We've got a nice purple here, so maybe a purple. Is this purple enough? Let's suppose me little test thing. It's not very purpley though, is it? It's quite dark purple. What else have we got? Another is that another purple? Oh, that's a blue. Oh, that's claret. Let's wipe that off. Oh, it is more purpley though than I thought. Yeah, we'll use that one. Okay, so in fact, do you know what? I even think I might just use these. Pop them on there. like that, and we might put, I don't know, let's put a number on. A number on. Ron is not a number, Dave. Shall we do 67? Okay, if that's the case, then let's go for a different colour. And we will pick, let's go green. Why 67? Because the 6 and the 7 are next to each other. And that way then, I don't have to do anything. I can just pop that on there. And press down. There we go. Fabulo. Put that one back up again. Okay, right. Let's move that out of the way, get rid of that. I think that is done. And that is going to go in there. Which way around? Oh, it's going to go that way, isn't it? Right, we will need, I think we're going to need a bit of wax on it just to lubricate it a little. And also we've got bits that don't stick down, which isn't great. So let's wax it a bit, just to make sure it goes in nicely. So this is my kind of cheat thing to make sure it kind of slides in and out better. I don't put it all over the surface of it because obviously that makes it impossible to write on, but I do it down the sides, which is the bit where it tends to stick. And it's only because it's just not used to having something sliding in and out just yet. So that's going to go there. Oh, that's better. See, that works so much better. Oh, they are looking out of there, and there's a little bird there, and there's my mum and dad, and then I think we'll make a very tiny, a very quick little tag. A very tiny, quick little tag. In fact, look how perfect that is. And we will cut it to... I want a pencil. There we go. We'll cut it to about... cut it to about here. Get this out. Cut it on this. We will round the edges because we can. In fact, maybe that's what we should have done on the other one, but I don't know whether it's too thick now. Might not go through this because of so many layers of it. Let's just see if we can get that to round. Let's use that one. If we can get it to go. Will it go in there? It goes in. Does it? No, it won't. It won't. I do feel now though I'm going to have to manually do it because I've left a bit of a chunky, horrible corner. Okay, well, they're manually rounded. That's fine. And we'll manually round that one as well. And again, we'll just ink that just to make it tie in nicely. And we might have to just run it over with a steamroller. No, the candle. Gives it a nice smell as well because this is Dewsbury. Dewsbury is a town near me. Dewberry fragranced Dewsbury. You idiot. So that's going to go in there. Oh, look at Mum and Dad. Oh, I miss you both. Love you loads. Oh dear, don't cry, Dave. Oh, I miss them so much. Oh, actually, do you know what? Do you know what? That would be perfect. One of these. Because these are already kind of done, aren't they? Maybe one of these in there. In fact, I quite like that one, actually. In fact, I could just back to back them. I will back to back them. Oh, or do we want to do that one? Because you can see the top of that one. Yeah, we'll do them too. Oh, wow. In fact, Oh my gosh. Could that... What? How? That is not possible. I don't know what my brain's doing. So, in that case then, that's saying, Dave, why don't you use some of these other bits? Well, in fact, I will. Thank you for telling me that. So, I will glue these two pieces together. I'm not going to turn it into a pocket or anything. I'm just going to make it, because like, I want to make it a bit more rigid. Yeah, that one I always have trouble with, because I never know whether it's actually a word or not. Yeah, we'll do that way. Rigidity. Give it a bit more rigidity. See, it comes out clumsily out of my mouth, doesn't it? So, we will stick a tab on it. We will have one of these. So we'll have that one. And we will... Don't need those, do we? No. We will have that, and we will pop that on. I think we're going to have it that way round. Yeah. And we will have that on there, like so. We will ink around this, so it stands out. Do it on both sides. Fabulous. Stick it down, and then we can always decorate it. Put a number on it or something. Number Ron. Ron is not a number. Dave, you're not funny. Well, you are, but funny peculiar rather than funny hilarious. Maybe that and that, and maybe a number. Should we have a number on it? Oh, we've got a number. We've got loads of numbers, Dave. It's not like you need a number. Should we have something else? Nope, not that. What should we have? Oh, maybe a little thing as well. A little thing. That's very clear what I'm talking about. We will use a little thing rather than a big thing. Oh no, that's a big thing though. That's not a little thing. This. Oh, we do this, and maybe that. Yeah, we'll do that. In fact, I'll link the edge of that. The edge of this, and we will do the same with this. Just ink it, just to make it look nice. Okay, can't remember what I did now. Like that. Yeah, we'll do that. So actually, I'm going to stick these together first. That and that. So that like that. That on that very top corner. Take a bit off. And then we'll have this here. Kind of stick them together first and then... Cool. And then we'll stick this down. That way then it holds that composition, sorry, not composite. Almost there with the words today. And we'll pop that on there. Fabulous. We will then put the lid back on that. I want to just get this finished now. So, there's a little envelope. Do we put that on here? No, we won't put the envelope on. So, this, we need a number, don't we? Well, we don't, but we're going to have one. I'll have first class mail, maybe. We'll just have the first class. No. I'll have, no, that's not, that's too big. Whatever that says, it's too big. We will go for something like, in fact, we will go for this, where it says 55 at the bottom here. 0.55 it does, it says. There's some dots at the top. We'll utilise the dots as well. Right, and we will do that in red, which is this one. We'll use this red. Maybe this is the red I was thinking of when I was saying the other one's a bit bright and I wanted more of a clarity one. Maybe this is the one that I wanted. You're the one that I want. You are the one I want. No, that's the wrong way up, Dave. Yep, that's perfect. That's what we want. And then that, well, let's just trim that edge off because it just sticks out a little. Little ink around the edge. Just coming up at the coming up at the corner there, so we'll stick that down. And that is going to go in there. Oh, wow. Well, I absolutely love that. So we have another. Why is it that I'm really loving the Finish It Fridays? I just find them so, like, just seem to come together. Maybe it's you guys. It's your influence. You are making me feel like I can do anything. That's all right. Don't worry. I'm not going to try and fly. So, I will metaphorically fly instead. So, yes, I think that has turned out pretty marvellous. I will just have a quick tidy up. I'll be back in a second. And there we go. That is our finished tag. So now the whole thing is complete. So we've got a little tag in the pocket here, and then we've got a butterfly on there. We have this one here. This tag moves in and out much better now. In fact, I'm just going to glue that bit down because it's catching. So we'll just do that before we move on. There we go. It moves in and out better now. I've put some, I've kind of oiled it basically. We do want to just do that on there. And that's our birds on the back. I'll pop those in there. Well, I mean, you know, which is the back and which is the front. So they're both so fab. So there we go. That's the birds there, and that's Mum and Dad on there. And I think that's marvellous. I love it. I love it so much. And I hope you do too. And if you do, tell me that you do by giving this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And comment if you wish, and I will see you all in the next video. So I hope you've enjoyed today. Thanks very much for watching. My name is Dash of Dave, and I love you all without exception until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Lots of love. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Lots of hugs. I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye.